top tips for the prevention and treatment of mascne. Tip number 1, the mask that you wear. These masks are 100% cotton, obviously reusable, and I've got 7 of them, so I can have a clean one each day. Now you just need to make sure that they're not too thin. They still need to be effective against COVID, obviously, so I just hold them up against the light. If I can see through them, they're too thin. This one's double layered, so it's perfect. Tip number 2 is to keep your mask clean. So I've got 7 of these, 1 for each day. Just make sure that you pop your mask in with your laundry every time you do your wash, so you've got a fresh one. Tip number 3 is to cleanse. Always clean your face twice a day, once in the morning and before you go to bed. I always recommend using an oil-based cleanser. Even if you've got oily skin, trust me on this one. An oil-based cleanser will draw out the oil that's in your face, and it will not leave you too greasy as long as you use a hot cloth and you wipe off any residue. So my advice is to get yourself a 100% organic muslin cloth, get yourself some hot water, and I am formulating a specialised cleanser at the moment, but in the meantime I'm using my Naked Moisturiser. It works really well as a cleanser. So I've got my cloth, I've got my hot water, give it a little dip. You only need a tiny bit of this, okay? Like I say, it's oil-based, so a little goes a very long way. Tiny bit. Okay, give it a good scrub, really good scrub. Make sure you get right in there, okay? Wow. So you can see just that little bit, all of that muck that's come off my face, and I'm not wearing any foundation today. So it just goes to show how important it is that you must cleanse. Now, tip number 4 is drinking water. Now, obviously, everyone tells you this. You know this already. You have to drink between 6 to 8 glasses of water. But I can't stress this enough for acne and skin conditions in general. Get yourself a reusable bottle with the times of the day on it so it can remind you to drink enough water. Tip number 5, don't pick. I know it's so tempting. I know that you want to squeeze it, you get a whitehead, you want to pop it. But if you pick it, it's prone to scarring or spreading, and it's going to make it worse. Now, if you have to, make sure you've got clean hands. Tip number 6 is to avoid commonogenic ingredients. Now, these are ingredients in some skincare and natural products. I mean, coconut oil, for one, is very high on the scale. It just means that it clogs your pores. So any sort of leave-on moisturizers that are high on that scale, please do avoid. They're great on wash-off products, but leave-on, avoid them at all costs. Now, for the treatment, I've just noticed I've come up in a little breakout here from wearing my mask all day. So the first thing I'm going to do is reach for my Organic Intensive Skin Recovery Cream. And you just need a touch, just a touch, just like this. So you can imagine how long that's going to last you. Touch like this, pop it on your spot. Okay, and the arrow root on there, that's going to act as pulling out the toxins, okay, as well as drying it up. But on the other hand, you've got the unrefined Shear butter that's going to keep the moisture there, okay? So it's going to stop it from scabbing if you have picked it. You can either rub it in and get on with your day, or just leave it on overnight. I hope these tips have helped you. I would love to hear of any of the tips you may have, so drop me a DM or send me an email, info@obvs-skincare.co.uk. I'd love to hear from you. Speak to you later.